Hello my lovely little gemstones, it's Afira, and welcome back to Fluffuary, a month-long event dedicated to Sanderside ships of all kinds. This is day 27, Favorite Deceit Ship, and for this one, I've chosen all of them. The title is Holiday Warmth. In the summary, dragons hibernate during the winter, stuck in their animal form as they sleep. As the rest of his boyfriends find, Ernest does not take well to those who might try to wake him up. Soft Christmas music played through the house as Patton put the last few ornaments on the tree in his living room. Roman and Otto were in the kitchen decorating the dozens of cookies they had made, shoving each other back and forth playfully as Otto's wings got in the way. The rest of his boyfriends were lounging on the couch with each other, centered around Remus. The fire spirit was a popular cuddle buddy in the cold winter months. They were creatures of myth and legend, but even they enjoyed celebrating Christmas. It didn't hold the significance for them that it held for the mortals who celebrated it, though. It was just a fun excuse to spend time together, eat good food, and play outside in the snow that they had looked forward to all year. All except for one. "I miss Ernest," Remus said out of the blue, and Patton sighed. He stepped back and surveyed his handiwork, taking note of the pile of presents that were color-coordinated for ease of opening. Logan's iridescent wings twitched, and he shifted to sit up straight rather than lean on Remus. It's a shame he's not able to join these festivities. "He misses out on the best cuddles," Virgil mumbled, curling closer to Remus to fill Logan's spot. "True, cuddling with you in the summer is like cuddling the sun," Otto teased, coming up behind the couch and tapping Remus's head with the back of his hand. "It's not my fault I'm smoking hot year-round," the fire spirit defended, making everyone laugh. "We should do something for him." "We can throw a party for him when he wakes up," Patton suggested, clapping his hands. "Christmas in spring! Or we could bring the party to him." The other five stared at Remus with varying levels of confusion. Virgil shook his head quickly. "That's a terrible idea. Trust me, you don't want to wake him up from his hibernation. I've got the scars to prove it." "It'll be fine. Come on, we all want to go see him, so let's go." Before anyone could try and talk him out of it, Remus transformed into a tongue of fire and shot towards the door, squeezing through the door jamb in an instant. The others glanced at each other for a moment, and then they all sighed. If Remus was really going to try and wake Ernest up from his hibernation, they should at least be there to drag him away from the dragon's talons when he inevitably got hurt. By the time the mismatched party of creatures got to the cave that Ernest was hibernating in, they could hear loud shouting echoing from inside. "Wakey, wakey, sleepy butt! We miss your face, and you need to wake up so we can celebrate Christmas with you." Roman facepalmed at his shouts, while the rest of them rolled their eyes. "So, he's a pretty heavy sleeper. Should we go in now and try and drag him away before he gets hurt?" Otto asked. "Or we could let him learn his lesson about listening to us. A few scratches should keep him from doing this again next year," Virgil suggested, crossing his arms and leaning against the outside of the cave to wait. Remus continued to shout to try and wake up his boyfriend, but suddenly his cries were cut off completely. The sudden silence made the others worried. "Did he just die?" Patton whispered in disbelief. Virgil shook his head, although he looked nervous as well. "No, he probably just got swatted by Ernest's tail or something." "Even so, we should venture inside to check," Logan stated, taking the lead further into the cave. The rest of them followed Logan, who lit a small magical light in his hand so they didn't run into each other. Once they found the sleeping dragon, they realized that Remus had definitely been attacked, but he wasn't exactly hurt. "Guys, help!" he stage whispered from where he was pinned down by Ernest's large claws. The position the dragon was in reminded them of the way one might shut up an annoying alarm clock. Roman clapped his hands over his mouth, stifling his giggles. Remus pouted. "Don't laugh. I was trying to wake him up, but he just swatted me, and I hit my head, and now I can't move." "Why don't you turn into your elemental form?" Logan asked, and Remus lit up. He closed his eyes to do just that, but Ernest shifted in his sleep and tugged the fire spirit close, tucking him between his arm and chest. "Aw, Remus, aren't you lucky?" Otto hummed. "I guess he wanted some smoking hot cuddles, too." "I hate you," Remus hissed, though he didn't look very threatening smushed against the dragon's side. "Let's go home, my loves. We can let my incredibly intelligent brother work out how to get out of this on his own." "What? Don't leave me here!" "I thought this is what you wanted. You're celebrating Christmas with Ernest tonight. Don't worry about the rest of us," Virgil snickered. Don't worry, Remus. I promise I'll save some of the cookies for you," Patton told him, smiling innocently. "You guys suck!" "Consider it an appropriate punishment for trying to wake Ernest during his hibernation. We will see you at home, whenever you remove yourself from this situation," Logan told him, turning around to leave the cave. Remus pouted as his boyfriends left, but then Ernest let out a puff of air and shifted again, curling an arm around Remus like he was a teddy bear. And he decided maybe he'd stay there just a little longer. After all, even in his dragon form, Ernest was really cute. And maybe, if he stayed, he could ensure that his boyfriend dreamt of them on Christmas Eve. Thank you all so much for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss the rest of the series. If you like my writing and you want to hear more, you can check out the other videos on my channel, or my AO3 link is in the description if you'd like to read them for yourself. See you next time!